Hi dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings. Welcome to this Sunday edition of the Cricket Happenings show today. Well, in this part of the Cricket Happenings show, as you know, today there were two matches which was played at the Sharjah Cricket Ground in the Indian Premier League 2014. Well, the first match, as I said, was between the reigning champions Mumbai Indians taking on the Delhi Daredevils, and Mumbai Indians unfortunately are still searching for their first win in the Indian Premier League 2014, as once again the batting faltered as far as the Mumbai Indians were concerned, with lot of changes being made as far as with Rohit Sharma, the Mumbai captain, promoting himself in the batting order, coming and opening the innings with his Mumbai mate Aditya Thare, but nothing really came to fruition as Mumbai Indians once again losing their fourth consecutive match in the Indian Premier League 2014, and this time they lost to Delhi Daredevils by 6 wickets. So Mumbai Indians are really struggling, and it really pains me for the fact that I hail from Mumbai, so I really feel very sorry for the Mumbai Indians team struggling in such a way. I only wish that some luck comes through and Mumbai Indians get back to at least get their first victory under their belt here in the Indian Premier League 2014. Well, I think it's a matter of hoping against hope right now as far as the Mumbai Indians are concerned. So let's have a look at the other match which happened. Now, the other match which was happening was between Chennai Super Kings and Sunrisers Hyderabad, again played at the Sharjah Cricket Ground. In fact, it was very good to see that the crowds in Sharjah Cricket Ground came in real numbers. They were absolutely in droves there at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium witnessing this match, as Mahendra Singh Dhoni in his post-match press conference definitely alluded to that. Well, this was a match which was Chennai could have comfortably won. Hyderabad batting first, making 145 for 5, and Chennai Super Kings, I would say, they really put some mud on themselves at a stage when everything was looking absolutely smooth sailing. And what would you expect with a score on 145 for 5 put up by the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and when Dwayne Smith, after playing that electrifying innings of 66 of 46 balls with 4 fours and 5 sixes departed, the score read 126 for 3 in the 16th over, and suddenly there were 2 wickets which fell, which suddenly added the pressure on the Chennai Super Kings, and finally the match went all the way down to the last over, and then Mahendra Singh Dhoni, the Chennai Super Kings, relieved all the pressure by putting a full toss from the hand of Amit Mishra onto the fence to win the match for the Chennai Super Kings. And Chennai Super Kings now are doing very well. They only lost one match, and Chennai Super Kings and Kings 11 Punjab are the ones who have been really dominating the Indian Premier League 2014 so far. So Chennai Super Kings winning the match by 5 wickets. So first match that I'm going to talk about is between the reigning champions Mumbai Indians taking on Delhi Daredevils. It all started here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium with it was the Mumbai Indians who actually elected to bat after winning the toss, and the Mumbai Indians definitely had to do something. As you know, Ricky Ponting has been roped in. He has come down to the United Arab Emirates, and he is the sort of an assistant coach, I suppose, for actually getting the Mumbai innings on track. As you know, Ricky Ponting has played for Mumbai Indians in the past before retiring. Now, the one thing that I would like to say here, it all started with Rohit Sharma, the Mumbai captain, taking it upon himself, and he's the only person as far as the Mumbai team is concerned who has really looked in some form, one could say. And so what Rohit Sharma did today is that he decided to open with his Mumbai lad Aditya Thare, but unfortunately today Rohit Sharma was an early victim, as Mohammad Shami picked up the ball and threw the ball in one single action, and Rohit Sharma was found absolutely short of the crease, and Rohit Sharma, the gamble of opening the innings, totally failed, as Rohit Sharma was gone, run out for 4 of 5 balls, which made the score 10 for 1. Aditya Thare could contribute only 8 runs, being a victim of the bowling of Parnell, and then Corey Anderson once again coming in one drop. Today couldn't contribute much, was a victim of the bowling of the left-arm pace bowler Jaydev Unadkat for 13 of 14 balls with 2 fours. and Ambati Rayudu made 14 of 21 balls with 1-4, being a victim of the bowling of Shahbaz Nadeem. And Michael Hussey went, as you know, normally Michael Hussey would have opened, but today Rohit Sharma decided to do an experimentation because Michael Hussey has also been searching for real form. So he decided to bring Michael Hussey into the middle order to see whether that could work. But unfortunately, even that ploy didn't really work, as Michael Hussey is another person like the Mumbai Indians, really searching for form, as Michael Hussey lost his stumps to an Yorker delivery delivered by the Jaydev, the left-arm seamer, and Hussey was on his way back to the pavilion for 10 of 18 balls. And then Kieron Pollard, for the first time in the Indian Premier League 2014, doing something of note to contribute an unbeaten 33 of 30 balls with 2 4s and 2 6s, and Gautam giving him some company, playing some reverse sweep shots, and was run out for 22 of 18 balls with 3 4s. Harbhajan Singh had to retire hurt after making a quick fire 10 of 5 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. Zahir Khan was not out or not, and Kieron Pollard, thanks to Kieron Pollard's 33, the highest score in that Mumbai Indian innings, the Mumbai Indians could put up something that they could defend of a score of 125 for 6 on the board of their 20 overs. Looking at the bowling figures as well as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned, Shahbaz Nadeem bowled 4 overs, 1 for 19. He was absolutely tight there. Mohammad Shami continued. Mohammad Shami is like a real puzzle according to me, because what he's doing is, as far as the Indian Premier League 2014 is concerned, I thought Mohammad Shami has been leaking runs aplenty. Mohammad Shami is such a good bowler, but barring that run out that he had of the Mumbai Indian captain, his figures definitely took a beating, as his 4 overs cost him 36 runs. JP Duminy bowling 3 overs for 13. Wayne Parnell also looked very impressive with his 17 runs of his 4 overs with a wicket to his name. Jaydev took 2 for 29, and Lakshmi Ratan Shukla bowling 1 over for 5 runs. Having a look at the Delhi innings, well, as far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned today, the one good factor for them was that the captain Kevin Peterson was in action today. Kevin Peterson was there leading the Delhi Daredevils. Well, he definitely played in the last match, but Kevin Peterson was there in the team, and he was the one who was there when the victory came for the Delhi Daredevils team against the Mumbai Indians. Well, now as far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned, today they had Murli Vijay hitting some form, contributing 40 runs of 34 balls with 4 4s and 1 6. Quinton de Kock was an early victim of bowling of Corey Anderson for 16 of 24 balls with 2 4s, but Murli Vijay stood there and looked good in his knock of 40. JP Duminy today couldn't really get his game today couldn't really bring his aggressive game, as he was gone for 19 of 24 balls with no boundaries and no sixes. As you know, JP Duminy has been the most successful batsman as far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned, but today it was not to be. And then Dinesh Karthik was out very cheaply today, as Malinga came in and picked up 2 wickets in that one single over when he picked up JP Duminy for 19, and then got Karthik caught by Rayudu for 2, which made the score 105 for 4. But there was nothing to really worry about, because Kevin Peterson was the crease, and Kevin Peterson, as you know, is a real master, and that's what he showed. First pummeling a 6, pummeling. In fact, I thought it was the bowling of, he went after Zahir Khan. No, I think it was Rohit Sharma, the Mumbai Indian captain, who was bowling, and he was taken for 14 runs with Peterson hitting a 6 and also 2 4s, and he really looked like the real Kevin Peterson there, and that was there for all to see at the Sharjah cricket ground, as Kevin Peterson, after contributing an unbeaten 26 of 18 balls with 2 4s and 1 6, with Jadhav keeping him company, not out on 14 of 10 balls with 2 4s, taking the Delhi Daredevils team to a victory, to a 6-wicket victory over the Mumbai Indians, and that was it. And Kevin Peterson would have been very happy that he could play such a knock today, and that would have really, I would say, his confidence would have gone up a notch today. Let's have a look at the Mumbai bowling bowling card there. Malinga did his job, 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 17. Pragyan Ojha was a bit costly, 4 overs went away for 26 runs. Zahir Khan didn't really look very sharp or nippy. He really had to struggle with his line, 2.5 overs, no maiden, 17 runs and no wicket. Harbhajan Singh completed his quota in a very nice manner, 4 overs, 1 maiden, none for 23. Corey Anderson, 2 overs cost him 16 runs with Quinton de Kock's wicket, and Rohit Sharma wheeling away 2 overs was very costly. Kevin Peterson going after him, 1 for 20 his figures, and Murali Vijay, for getting into some form, was named man of the match. So that is as far as that match was concerned. Now let's have a look at the other match, the 17th match of the Indian Premier League. Once again played at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, and it was pretty hot at Sharjah today. It was, I wouldn't say that I know the temperature, but normally it was pretty hot, and the ball was really, there was some dew factor too, which was coming into the equation, which really made very difficult for the bowlers to actually grip the ball. So just looking at this a particular match which was being played at the Sharjah Cricket Ground, it was the toss was actually won by Sunrisers Hyderabad, who decided to bat first, and they didn't have a good beginning at all. Today, first to go was Shikhar Dhawan, trying to play a pull stroke of the bowling of Ben Hilfenhaus, putting it in the air, and Mithun Manhas taking the catch. So he was gone for 7. David Warner was a victim of a very dubious decision from the umpire, as the ball was actually probably tailing down the leg side, but up went the umpire's finger. Hilfenhaus was the bowler. David Warner was gone for a blob, and that made it 15 for 2 in the 3rd over. After that, Aaron Finch was there along with Rahul. Rahul tried to play around with Aaron Finch and push the score along a bit, but Rahul, when he contributed 25 runs of 27 balls with 1-4 and 1-6, was a victim of the bowling of Dwayne Smith. Venugopal Rao could make only 13, and Aaron Finch, who really had to really play according to the needs of the situation. The reason being, the bowling was good, the bowling was tight from the Chennai Super Kings. Not only that, even Aaron Finch couldn't take much liberties because he was seeing the wickets were falling. But really credit to the Chennai Super Kings bowlers for actually bowling a very good line to Aaron Finch and keeping him really quiet there. And then finally Aaron Finch was the 5th wicket to fall. In fact, if you look at it, I mean, one would have been really surprised. So that's the precise reason you would really get a feeling that the Chennai Super Kings bowling was absolutely on the mark to Aaron Finch, because they knew what were his hitting areas, and they really bowled in the right areas to get the best result. And Aaron Finch departed. When Aaron Finch departed, his score was 44 of 45 balls with 5 fours, and he departed in the 18th over. Now that is something which, you know, coming as an opener, Aaron Finch is such a blaster of the ball that you don't see Aaron Finch contributing only 44 runs after playing 17 odd overs. So that was, but as I said, Aaron Finch playing according to the needs of the situation, that was okay. But probably could have been much more aggressive than what he was. But as I said, the Chennai Super Kings bowling was absolutely on the money. And after that, it was some tonking going on. Once Aaron Finch was gone, they definitely required some runs, and that came in the form of Darren Sammy, who is one of the wonderful finishers. But as you know, so far in the Indian Premier League, Darren Sammy has not really clicked here. But today he definitely clicked by slamming 2 4s and 1 6 in a knock-off, an unbeaten 23 of 15 balls. But Karan Sharma was very impressive. First he hoiked Mitchell Johnson over the stands for a 6. In fact, the ball sailed out of the ground, and then he had the temerity to actually get Ben Hilfenhaus over the stadium into the crowd for another 6, with contributing an unbeaten 17 of 7 balls with 2 4s, 2 6s, and that enabled this Hyderabad innings to swell up to 145 for 5 of their 20 overs. And that was a partnership, which is a breezy partnership, one could call it. It's 36 runs coming, and 36 runs had come in just 16 deliveries. So such was the power that emanated from Darren Sammy and Karan Sharma. Now let's have a look at the bowling figures as far as the Chennai Super Kings were concerned. Ben Hilfenhaus, even though he was a bit costly, he definitely picked up 2 wickets for 32 runs of his quota. Ishwar Pandey, 3 overs went for 22. Mohit Sharma was very impressive. He used the slower ball to good effect. As you know, he really disguises the back of the length delivery, which comes from the back of his hand, and that also actually enabled him to pick up some wickets. 4 overs no maiden, 2 for 27 for Mohit Sharma. Ravichandran Ashwin, as usual, very economical, 4 overs giving away only 17 runs. Ravindra Jadeja bowled 3 overs for 23, and Dwayne Smith bowling 2 overs no maiden, 1 for 11. So now the Chennai Super Kings strode on. The Chennai Super Kings opening batsmen strode on to the crease with Dwayne Smith and Brendan McCullum getting on. And Brendan McCullum and Dwayne Smith has been a sort of a very two key figures as far as this Chennai Super Kings efforts are concerned in Indian Premier League 2014, because they have never ever failed to get runs. They have never ever failed to get onto a good partnership, and today that was the same case, as they really went after the bowling of Chennai Super of the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowling, and started getting runs. And as I said, Brendan McCullum, well, as was his wont, he was playing his strokes. It was very delightfully played by Brendan McCullum. But as far as Dwayne Smith was concerned, we know what Dwayne Smith is capable of. He likes to hit sixes, and that was what he was precisely doing. He hit Bhuvaneshwar Kumar for sixes. He went, in fact, Karan Sharma was the one who came in for some severe beating from both the batsmen, as his 4 overs cost him 35 runs with a wicket to his name. In fact, Dale Steyn actually bowled a very good over at the start, and then Bhuvaneshwar Kumar also followed it, but later on there was a real sort of a mini explosion, as things, as I said, the runs started cascading from the bat of Dwayne Smith and Brendan McCullum, who put on an 85-run partnership in a matter of say 65 deliveries. So such was the partnership, which really set the, I would say it really was really laying the foundation. And well, after that, finally there was some joy for the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowlers, as the first wicket to go was the wicket of Brendan McCullum, as Karan Sharma, the leggy, took his wicket by clean bowling him for 40 of 33 deliveries, 3 fours and 2 sixes. Suresh Raina was dismissed pretty early, but he contributed 14 of 10 balls with 1 4 and 1 6, becoming a victim of Ishan Sharma. And Dwayne Smith carried on in his merry way, and finally he was a goner, and that was the time the problem started. 114 for 2 was the score for the Chennai Super Kings, and the match was absolutely within their grasp, because the 14 overs were bowled, and they required another 31 runs in the balance 6 overs, so 36 balls, and they required 31 runs, and Chennai Super Kings boast of a very huge, very huge and solid batting lineup. But well, it was all going on, and suddenly things started happening for the Sunrisers Hyderabad, as Dwayne Smith was kept quiet. In fact, Dwayne Smith's wicket was taken by Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, and he was caught by Warner in the deep for 66 of 46 balls with 4 fours and 5 sixes. And Dwayne Smith was the man who actually got the Man of the Match award. And then from 126 for 3, from 114 for 2, the score became 126 for 3. And then in the same over, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar struck by dismissing the Duplessis for just a save, for a duck, as the very first delivery that he faced. He was a goner, and in fact, the 4th ball he played, and then he was a goner for a duck. So that made it 127 for 4, and then there was a very tight over. I thought Dale Steyn came in and bowled a very tight over, and suddenly the pressure started building on the Chennai Super Kings. Ravindra Jadeja, in the meanwhile, was beautifully castled by Ishan Sharma. The ball holding its line, and Jadeja was gone, bowled by Ishan Sharma for 6. Now Ishan Sharma, till that time, had given away runs aplenty, but here he came in the he had given 3 overs for 33 runs, and he finally finished with figures of 2 for 37, as Ishan Sharma picked up the wicket of Ravindra